It's not like just speculation and there's no rumors. It's really happening. Like, the game is actually confirmed by Sega to be coming out now. I'm really excited about this one. I'm sure you guys can tell I'm really excited about this one. Okay, I'm excited about this one because this has been a long time coming. You guys know I am a DOA player as well, and if you guys know anything about the systems of those two games, you know that they're very similar. Every fucking 3D fighting game that we play is because of this one. I'm not saying no one would have ever thought about making a fighting game three-dimensional, but what I'm saying is that they did it first. And from my knowledge, most of the games that started around this time, Dead or Alive 1, Tekken 1, they all were copying off of Virtua Fighter, and they were trying to be as innovative as they were. Clearly, Virtua Fighter is not as, prominent in today's society and day and age in the FGC. However, this is the godfather. This is the game that started it all. And it's a sick-ass game. It's really awesome. It's really deep. It's great because it doesn't have the super mechanics that you're used to in fighting games nowadays. And it's really, really raw. It's really authentic. You know what I mean? Like, I like my fighting games based on gameplay and fluidity, and this game has that. You know what I'm saying? It reminds me so much of Dead or Alive. Obviously, Virtua Fighter 5 is the newest entry in the series, and, we've had this one for a long-ass time. I had the original Virtua Fighter 5 that came out on the Xbox 360, like the first version that had you online and everything. I've been playing VF for a pretty good amount of time, but I never really got competitive or tried to learn it until recently, I'd say. It sucks, too, because I've always tried to get a lot of VF heads to come over and play DOA, especially DOA 5 last round, because as you guys know, DOA 5 last round actually had 4 Virtua Fighter characters in it. And I've been waiting a long time for this, so getting an official announcement saying that they are officially working on Virtua Fighter is great, you know what I mean? It's not like just speculation and there's no rumors. It's really happening. Like, the game is actually confirmed by Sega to be coming out now. I think that's so fucking awesome, bro. I'm so excited about that. There's this person that's notorious for leaking Sega news and stuff like that. But I remember the article saying that they're planning on making the new VF games similar to games that have a style like Street Fighter 6, and I believe Tekken 8 was named on there, possibly. I guess modernize the game, because as you guys know, VF is really outdated with the sound effects, and the graphics don't look bad. I think that Ultimate Showdown looks really, really good. I don't like the art style, the direction that they went with some of the characters. I do not like Akira's face in that game. Engine looks good, though, and obviously they're going to expand on that in the newer game. So there's definitely one coming out. Now the question is going to be, is it going to be good? And I hate to get to that point already, because we should all be excited that this new game is officially going to be coming out, but what good is it if the game is going to be cheats? You know what I'm saying? You can't make Virtua Fighter like Tekken 8. You can't do that. You can't. I hope you guys understand they cannot do that. Like, apparently there was something in there I saw about possibly meter comeback mechanics or something like that along those lines. And, how are you going to do that with this game? Like, listen, I think that games need something these days. When I play VF5, I love the game. I don't think it needs shit. The sound effects are from fucking 1999. Some of the animations are a little I could have went out back and did them shits and set my camera up and did it myself. But the game is great because I'm a fighting game player and I like to fuck people up and make them suffer for making bad choices. And a game like VF where you can't just body me for bodying you, because now you have access to extra damage or whatever. Like, if you're getting your ass whooped in VF, you're going to earn that comeback. Unless you get a ring out or something, because that's, but even that's strategic at times, Comeback mechanics are there. People don't realize that. Ring out is a comeback mechanic. I don't really ever hear that being talked about too much. Ring out in VF is I've been busting people's asses and I fall out the fucking ring. Like, seriously, and the round's over. There are comeback mechanics there. I am worried that they're going to overdo it. And I think that that's pretty much the route in which they're probably going to go. The thing about it is that, I'm just worried that they're going to ruin Virtua Fighter. And I'm saying this as a guy who I love my fighting games. I love my 3D fighting games. I love my VF. I love my Soul Calibur, Tekken, DOA. You guys have seen it here for years. I do it all, you know what I'm saying, in terms of 3D fighting games, even retro stuff. I hope they don't fuck this up. You can put comeback mechanics and meter, even whatever, without overdoing it, you know what I'm saying? Like with DOA 6, my biggest problem was not the fact that there's a meter system there. It's cool to innovate and add new stuff. You gotta get with the times to some extent, right? Even though I feel like the reason why 3D games never really had meter in them is because most meter in 2D fighting games are used to like EX and super moves, and 3D fighting games don't have that. Like your Electric Wind Godfist is the metered version of the Wind Godfist. You get what I'm saying? Having meter in fighting games is cool, but I feel like to some extent they're not really implemented right in 3D. You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't think they do it correctly. How am I gonna have meter in my Virtua Fighter, and how are they gonna implement it? You know what I'm saying? Are they gonna lock the meter more similarly to like Dead or Alive 6, where like your evasion now costs a bar of meter? You can bet your ass that this is not going to be your typical VF game. You add something like Heat into a game like this that's never seen no shit like that, the whole game will be different. We got a bunch of Segas here, and there's a 6 right there. It's like, can you spot the odd one out? Clearly there's a 6 there. Virtua Fighter 6 is the next one. I don't know any other Sega games that are particularly, you know, going for 6. I don't know about Sonic. I don't know. A new entry in Sega's fighting game series, Virtua Fighter, is currently in development. Executive Vice President and head of Sega's Global Transmedia Group, Justin Scarpone, hoping I fucked that up, told Video Games Chronicle in a newly published interview. We have a suite of titles in development right now that fall into that legacy bracket. Crazy Taxi, Jet Set Radio, Streets of Rage, Shinobi, and we have another Virtua Fighter game being developed. Like, that's it, he just said it. But yo, those other games too, though, Shinobi is fucking fire. God damn, I haven't heard that. I'm more worried about what it's gonna be like. Virtua Fighter Prism?